So today, we're going to look at this. We're going to look at the experience of imagination, creating tomorrow today. This is a thing that I think that we in this country, we in this world at this time, have stopped doing. I've been leading up to this for several weeks about how imagination is where everything starts. And without imagination, our world, we're destined to be locked into where we are. And so much of what we do is we keep digging up the past, don't we? We keep analyzing the past. We keep analyzing the past. And what do we do when we're analyzing the past? We're bringing into the present moment the past experience, which means it's going to become the mental impress even deeper in our minds, which means we're going to have more of the same. Does that make sense? So the key to changing our lives is not to dig up the past, but it's to focus on the new you, to use your imagination to create the future you now. Isn't that great? The future you now. Imagination is the gateway to the future. There is no other gateway. Can I be clear about that? Without imagination, you have a confined box of thoughts. That confined box of thoughts that you have right now has created your life the way it is. Until you expand that box of thoughts, nothing changes. Does that make sense? It's pretty simple, isn't it? You have a box. Your thoughts of today are in the box. If you don't expand that box is going to create the experience you're having today. But if you expand the box, your experience expands accordingly. Pretty simple. The key thing is, what's it going to take for you to be motivated to expand the box? Okay? So let's go on and say, our imagination is the instrument by which we enter our world, we create our world. It's key to freedom from the past and our current experience. Imagination is the key to freedom. Do you get that? Without imagination, you're bound to the past. You're bound to your current thing. And what's the thing you want most in the world? Freedom. We have a young man here today, Brett. Brett's going off to college next September or August. Why does he want to go to college? Because he's free of his mom and dad. What's the greatest day in a kid's life? When they get their driver's license. Why? Because they imagined what it was like to get the driver's license, which meant what? Freedom from mom and dad. And what do mom and dad want to do? They want, where are you going tonight? Call in every 5 minutes. Let me know exactly where you are. Here, let's track you on your phone. We can track you wherever you go on your phone. And the child is saying, give me freedom. What the 2-year-old does when the 2-year-old says no. The 2-year-old wants freedom. It's the one thing we want. Here's the key, imagination. There's no one in here, with the exception of Brett, that's young. Everyone else of us, oh, I see you there, cutie. You're young too. You're very young. The rest of us, we're locked in. We've got chains around us, and our chains are our past thoughts that we're not willing to change. It's our choice whether to remain in our present concept of ourself or choose a new concept of what we desire to be. It all begins with what we imagine. Your concept of yourself creates your life. Chew on that. Because there's people here who don't like themselves right now. They don't like things in their lives. They don't like the way things are going. In order to change that, one must change our self-concept. Must change our self-concept. It's not the other person has to change. We have to change our self-concept in order to draw a new experience to us. The experience we create depends on the degree of specificity and the level of feelings that we attach to it. Our vagueness keeps us locked into the status quo. Did you hear that word? Our vagueness keeps us locked into the status quo. We don't get specific enough in what it is we desire to create unless we add specificity is this. You have a coloring book. And it's got numbers in it, let's say. And you can color all the numbers with the same color. And you put that in front of a slide. On a slide, it's going to project out and it's going to be that color. The more color you add to it, the greater the picture becomes, the more contrast, the more it gets to express. It's like creating a mold. When you create a mold that, let's say it's a bronze mold, the level of detail you create in that bronze mold is the level of detail that when you pour the bronze in it and you let it harden, you get out of it. Does that make sense? So imagination allows us to create the mold. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a process. And all of you here and all of you that are listening, wherever you are listening, I'm going to ask you right now to get yourself comfortable. I want you to put everything down. So, your feet are both firmly planted on the ground. Your hands are gently resting on your lap. Bring your attention to your breath. And simply focus on simply breathing in and breathing out. And while doing so, allow your eyes to close. With your next breath in, feel the very top of your head welcoming a beautiful warm light. And as that light moves down your body, you begin to relax. So that warm light moves down the back of your head, the back of your neck, into your forehead, into your eyes, your eyebrows, your cheeks, your nose, your lips, your jaw, your chin. Your whole head is now relaxing deeper and deeper with every breath. That light now moves into your shoulders, and those shoulders just settle back down. And with your shoulders relaxed, it now moves into your arms, your biceps, your triceps, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. So all of your arms are now totally relaxed. In fact, they're so heavy, you can't lift your arms, nor would you want to lift them because they are so perfectly relaxed. That warm light, bringing warmth and joy and peace to your body, moves into your chest and down into your abdomen, and your chest and abdomen becomes deeply, deeply relaxed. It now goes around through your upper back, your middle back, and your lower back, and all of the stress and tension just simply melts away. Your entire upper body is now thoroughly and completely and perfectly relaxed. That warm light now moves into your hips, into your sacral area, into your quads, your hamstrings, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, your feet, your toes. And now your lower body is totally and perfectly relaxed. You can't move your legs because it feels so good to be in this state of relaxation. Nor would you want to. And now you let your mind open. And I want you to imagine you were received at your birth by your parents who were planned for you, who chose you, who prepared for you with a deep, sacred focus and unwavering commitment to unconditionally love you. Realizing right now we are creating a new story for your life. If your experience of the past was not as I have brought forth, I invite you to let it go and adopt this new experience. So I'm going to say this again as if this was your real life experience. Imagine you were received at your birth by your parents who planned for you, chose you, prepared for you with a deep, sacred focus and unwavering commitment to unconditionally love you. Imagine that your family treated you as if you were the most important person in the world. At every age, you were the most important. Imagine that you were totally accepted and encouraged to be the greatest in whatever area of life that excited you. Imagine that you truly know who you are, that you are whole, perfect, complete, that you are powerful and without limitation. Fully place yourself in this consciousness that there is nothing missing from you. You are whole, perfect, complete, powerful, and without limitation. Imagine that your mind is the one mind, and that everything that is ever needed is available to you in every moment. With that realization, all fear disappears, because you are now able to live your life step by step, moment by moment, knowing the divine as you is the guide. Imagine that you have experienced open, honest, direct, heartfelt communication and have consciously used your power through creative language in all of your life. Imagine it even deeper, that you have experienced open communication, honest communication, direct communication, heartfelt communication. And you have consciously used your power to create through creative language in every aspect of your life. Imagine that you come from this state of awareness, and within your mind, you create a picture of what your life is now. With what we have just gone deep into, this is now the basis from which we create the picture of your life. From this point, ask yourself, where are you now? What are you doing? Who is with you? What is your home like? Who is with you in your home? What is your workplace life, and what are you doing? What gifts are you bringing to the world that only you can bring? What are your relationships like with your parents? Whether they are here or whether they have gone beyond. What are your relationships like with your life partner, if you choose to have one? Are they easy? Are you free? Do you share laughter? Do you travel together? Do you grow each other? Do you support each other? What is your theme song in your relationship? What is your relationship like with your children, if you have them? If you don't, what is your relationship like with children that you don't have? What is your relationship like with your friends? What do you share in common with your friends? What do you like to do with your friends? How do they support you? How do you support them? Do you laugh a lot? Do you share authentically? Are you free to be you? What do you look like? What do you like to wear? What is the image you choose to bring to the world that represents you? What does it feel like to be you? What does it feel like to walk into new situations knowing that you are whole and perfect? What does it feel like to be confident? What does it feel like to trust that everything you are is enough? What does your voice sound like when you speak into the world? Are you calm? Are you confident? Are you inspired? Are you comedic? Are you someone who knows how to listen? Are you someone who knows how to just listen? Are you someone who fully understands that who you are speaks louder than any words you might ever say? What else can you imagine in your dream life? Are you traveling the world? Are you meeting great, interesting people? Are you driving a Tesla? Is your body free to do whatever it wants, how it wants, so that you have no physical limitation? You have no emotional limitation. What's it feel like to know that divine wisdom in you means that you are mentally capable of anything? See this whole life that you have created in your mind. And now bring that new life into your heart and feel that it is taking place right here, right now. Now from your heart, take a deep breath into your heart. And when you breathe out from your heart so it fills every cell of your being. Take another deep breath into your heart. Breathe it in. Fill those lungs. And now breathe it out, not only through each cell, but into the area around you. And with this last deep breath, feel the infinite nature that you are breathing in, filling that heart center. And as you breathe out, fill out this room and let the energy move into the world at large. Realize that within your mind and within the infinite mind, you have created the new you. Bless yourself. Bless this creation. Guard this creation. Do not let anything or anyone disturb what you have created, because it is perfect. No critique is necessary. Bless yourself again. And know that this new life is now yours. It is from this place that you now act, speak, think, and feel, and are guided by infinite wisdom within you. This is who you are now, and this is the awareness from which you live from this moment on. Just sit there and feel. Just feel what it's like to embody this new you. And because it's so good, put a smile on your face. Feel how that little grin just anchored everything that you desired in you. Picture yourself looking in the mirror. Look into your own eyes and say thank you to the person who just created this new image. Embrace that person and know that it is all good and that it is all love. And gently, I invite you now to bring your awareness back to this time, to this place, and gently open your eyes and see the world anew through the eyes of the new you.
I want to thank you for joining us today. I'm so grateful that you took your time to watch or listen to this message. If you found this message beneficial, I would ask that you go to our website, agapecsl.com. Once there, click on the donate button and experience the joy of conscious and purposeful giving. Or if you would like, text your gift by simply dialing 972-532-6976. It is through your gifts that we are able to bring this message to you in the world. I would ask that if you like this message, to please subscribe to my YouTube channel under my name, Lee Wolak. Again, I want to thank you for joining me in the Agape community as we learn how to better self-love through conscious living.